Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX. Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mt.Vernon Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. You can also watch Rams basketball with streaming video on WMIXsports.com. Rams basketball is also sponsored by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mt.Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto, Van Terra Bank, Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, Raising a Hospital, Raising the Bar. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mt.Vernon, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mt.Vernon Rams basketball from the WMIX Sports mobile studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Rams pregame starts now.
And good evening. We welcome you inside the CHS Arena. The Mt.Vernon Rams with a crucial South 7 Conference matchup here tonight on the road against the Orphans. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. Holly Carroll is back at our Mt.Vernon studios helping us on WMIX FM. We're online tonight, audio only at WMIXsports.com. And, of course, we'll have Rams stream video return on Friday night as the Rams will welcome the Althoff Crusaders in the Shagnon Gym. We'll have video tomorrow for the Lady Rams and the Greenway from Mattoon. That'll be coming up tomorrow afternoon right here on 94.1. Danny Czerwinski alongside, as I mentioned, 14-5 are the Centralia Orphans. Lost the first game to Mt.Vernon on the road for them. Of course, it was the Shagnon Gymnasium back on November 30th. A 40-30 loss for the Centralia Orphans, Danny, but they have been playing much better basketball since that time.
Much better basketball, much better. Second place last week for Centralia at Salem for the Rams Consolation Championship at Salem. Both teams come out with good weeks, 2-1. You're getting down to the nitty-gritty. If you want to stay in the conference race and take your shot at Cahokia, if they stub their toe, you got to win tonight. If you don't, you may as well forget the conference race, move on, and try to get your resume built up over the next couple of games because those seedings will come out 2 weeks from today.
Well, and worth noting is the Rams yet to win a conference road game. Would be a good one to get here tonight on the road at Centralia. This is your Ram pregame show. Rams basketball, of course, is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We'll tell you more about those Mt.Vernon Rams after a quick break. This is Rams pregame from WMIX Sports.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, my name's Richard. When my wife had a heart attack, every second felt like an eternity. I wasn't thinking about what hospital had outstanding results or first-class facilities. All I cared about was getting her help fast. Thankfully, I didn't have to think about those things. The ambulance took us to Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. From the second we were admitted, I knew she was in great hands. My wife was immediately treated by an experienced cardiologist. I have no doubt the folks at Good Samaritan saved my wife's life that day. It wasn't until later that I realized Good Samaritan ranks 20% faster than the national average in response time. And they work directly with the prestigious Open Heart program at Washington University. In 2013, Good Samaritan will be opening an all-new regional health center, making their heart care even greater. We're thankful that such quality care exists right here in Southern Illinois.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, live from the CHS Arena tonight. South 7 Conference showdown between the 11-8 Mt.Vernon Rams and the 14-5 Centralia Orphans. Both teams are 3-2 in the South 7 Conference. Both tied for second place with, I believe, Althoff as well here in the South 7 Conference. Been an interesting conference played for all of the teams in the South 7 this year. Of course, the Rams upset Cahokia back on December the 14th, but they've had some interesting trials and tribulations since then. Unable to get a conference road win. Going to have to do that here tonight for any hopes of a conference title, and the Rams' struggles on the road have been noted. Got a big win over Marion last week at Salem in the Consolation Championship game, 39-36. Need to use that momentum after a win against Mattoon earlier that day to try to get a big win here on the road in a rivalry contest between these two teams.
You look at what's going to happen. You're tied with the teams that you're playing the next two times. You play Centralia here tonight, then you go at home against Althoff. Two teams that, the Orphanage and Chaos Cage are having fun here tonight. But anyway, you look at who you're tied with and who you want to leapfrog to jump into the standings. You've got the next 2 weekends to do that, and your opportunity to get in the conference is in your own destiny, and that's what Mt.Vernon has going for them.
Well, and of course, this one's important as well in terms of regional seeding, and not because these two teams compete in the same regional, but this is going to be a game. You see the Mt.Vernon beat Centralia back on November the 30th, 40-30. Or back at Shacknot Gym, I should say. I think I might have said Centralia. Regardless, you come in here tonight, this is going to be one that coaches look at in your regional, going into that Carbondale regional, a Massac County, a Carbondale, Marion, a Heron, going to be looking at this game to see if those Rams that beat Centralia back in November are for real.
Well, Mt.Vernon got off to such a quick start back in December. Got a quick start, hit a lot of shots early. Trevor Floated did a good job of getting Mt.Vernon out of the gate in that capacity crowd at Shagnon Gym, getting them going. And Centralia took those couple shots early and really couldn't get back into the game. They made a run or two, but really couldn't get back in as Mt.Vernon went away. So this is an opportunity here. If you're, Mt.Vernon, you have to come out almost with more intensity, more enthusiasm, the same kind of skill level as that night because you're going to be here on the road. You got to match that, if not go higher, because you're playing them on the road.
Playing them on the road, indeed. That's where we are. That's where the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, happen to be. Check out the all-new, redesigned 2013 Ford Escape at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. We'll take a quick break, come back, get you set for the Rams and the Orphans. Big one here on the road. This is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. At Banterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Banterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. For a strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Banterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Banterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conrarty to their medical staff. Dr. Conrarty specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conrarty will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conrarty, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mt.Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
Back to Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to your Rams pregame here at the CHS Arena. Of course, Rams basketball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland, as you just heard. If you need a personal banker in Mt.Vernon, see Bria or Debbie Ashby at Community First Bank of the Heartland. And welcome back to personal banking. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Holly Carroll. is back at our Mt.Vernon studio tonight. The Rams, a big contest on the road here at Centralia. You can hear you could hear the crowd. Things have kind of died off here over the past couple of minutes, but you have a great crowd on hand, probably a little lacking on the Centralia department. Rams fans traveled well, given the space that they are allotted here in general admission, but you kind of take a look around the arena, you see Chaos Cage up on the second level. You see the Orphanage down low, and the Orphanage making some style points here tonight for some of the things they've come up with, some of the gimmicks.
Well, it's tit for tat, as they say.
Oh.
What do you got?
Boo. What? That clever sign's going bye-bye.
Yeah, I knew the sign would go bye-bye. I knew they had it as long as they could, and I knew that they would, as clever as it was, needed to be removed and thrown away, and credit to Centralia administration for taking this. And I'll say this, too. The Centralia administration, understanding what the situation is between these two schools, student bodies and otherwise, have done a marvelous job of keeping people at bay. The Orphanage has their section. The Chaos Cage has their own section here tonight. Up in the upper deck, it works out very well. Everything's been great.
Of course, Chaos Cage on the stage at Shagnon Gymnasium was a big factor in November 30th win for these Mt.Vernon Rams. But since then, the Orphans have been on a nice little roll, of course. They are 14-5 on the year, 3-2 in the South 7 Conference. Of course, they went in at Mt.Vernon 3-1, but they played some pretty fundamental basketball along the way. But you take a look at these Mt.Vernon Rams, 11-8. A bit of a topsy-turvy season. Got that win at home against Centralia. Went on the road, gave up a big lead against Althoff, ended up losing by 8, only to come home the following week and upset number 1 state-ranked Cahokia, at least at the time. Then go to Marion and lose on the road in conference play. So the Rams ended up getting another conference win at home against Carbondale before heading into the midwinter tournament. But you take a look at what the Rams' strength of schedule has been. You take a look at what they've been able to do at home compared to on the road and in a neutral court setting. And we cannot reiterate enough just how important this one is here tonight. But if you're the Rams, you've been looking forward to this one for quite some time, circled on your schedule.
Well, it's one of those deals where Mt.Vernon's got to win a road game, folks. I mean, it comes down to that. I mean, you're not going to have any postseason at Shagnon Gym this year, so you've got to win a road game. Whenever Mt.Vernon's got to do it, whether it's tonight, whether it's sometime in the future, you got to win a road game. And this team, I'm not talking neutral sites, I'm not talking anything else. This is where it begins. If you want your season to turn around, you got to win a road game.
Got to win a road game here tonight. Of course, we'll see which Rams and Orphans are going to try to win this game here tonight when we meet your Central Christian Church starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. We will, of course, have the national anthem first here from the CHS Arena. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Of course, don't forget Central Christian Church, where you can log on to their website, thenewscentral.com, and watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's all at thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, of course, is loving God and loving people. We'll get to that in just a minute. We'll also get to know tonight's officials here from Centralia as the 11-8 Rams battle the 14-5 Centralia Orphans. We know all of that here in just a moment. We need to break to honor America. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. A moonlit sky and cold tonight, although 18 to 22. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. Chilly, high 36. Clouding up tomorrow night, a low of 21 to 25. And then occasional rain and drizzle Sunday. Watch for icing early in the day. High of 39 to 43. Monday, patchy morning fog, otherwise warmer with rain and drizzle possible. A high temperature on Monday of 57. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mt.Vernon, Illinois.
Do you know what your mortgage rate is? You probably know what your monthly payment is, but your interest rate can make a big difference. With rates still low, now is the perfect time to look into refinancing your current mortgage. Stop by People's National Bank today and ask to see me, Joyce Schrader, while rates are still this low.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy offers convenience and great service, all for the same cost. Our pharmacy staff is so helpful. They're always ready to answer any questions you may have. You'll never wait hours for your prescription. We'll get you in and out in just minutes. Or, for added convenience, use one of our 2 drive-through windows. For those folks who prefer to stay home, our delivery service will bring the medications to your front door or your workplace. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black to tell you more.
Home delivery does make us stand out from the crowd. independents like the Medicine Shop offer home delivery. People find that so convenient, and not just seniors, but also busy professionals. Delivery to work or to their home once they get home in the evenings is just a service that sets us apart from our competition, absolutely.
It's so easy to transfer your prescriptions. All it takes is a phone call from you, and we'll take care of the rest. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy accepts Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many other 90-day plans. The Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Joe David Cummins from Community First Bank. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, of course, to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. Rams basketball course is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Time now to get to know your Central Christian Church starting lineup.
First for the Centralia Orphans, the home team tonight, number 3, De'Aaron Owens, number 10, Ryan Obermeyer, number 23, Jared Simmons-Young, number 24, Chase Alcorn, and number 54, Jake Wood. For Lee Bennett, Centralia Orphans. For the Mt.Vernon Rams, number 3, Jaron Lydell, number 4, Braden Fitzgerald, number 22, Michael Feeser, number 32, Jake Pike, and number 33, Trevor Flota. For Scott Gamber's Mt.Vernon Rams.
Wow, those lineups, of course, are powered by Central Christian Church. We can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. Log on to thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Chaos Cage brought it tonight. They're on the second level. They will turn around as the orphans are introduced. But the orphanage, of course, came out. Teams were already on the floor, but they charged out to take their spot. And you take a look at what they've done tonight, how they've dressed. You have a Gigantopithecus out there, a Bigfoot costume, among some other things.
Couple of big bobbleheads on sticks. Got a big flag. You got a nice section. Whoop, there it is. It's misspelled, but hey, it's whatever it is. She doesn't even know the song. It was well before she was born.
That happens.
Whoop, yeah, there you go.
We feel you. Tag team not happy about the matter.
No, tag team is not happy, and they're not back again to have it misspelled.
Tag team's just mad that they're not relevant anymore.
No.
That's the problem there. Centralia, of course, will be dressed in their home whites with red trim, red numerics. The Rams, meanwhile, be in their away blacks with orange trim, orange numerics trimmed in white. Of course, we're glad to have you with us on WMIX-FM. Mt.Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers, broadcasting tonight for Mt.Vernon Rams basketball. Crucial South 7 Conference tilt with the Centralia Orphans here from the CHS Arena. Again, the video blackout policy in effect here at Centralia. We can only bring it to you with audio online at WMIXsports.com. So there you go. You can listen on any device, however, at WMIXsports.com. We welcome those of you online. We encourage you all to follow us on Twitter or log on to WMIXsports.com where you'll find our Twitter feed should you prefer not to join the Twitterverse. That's understandable. Officials for tonight's contest are Jim Fisher of Casey, Kirk Hacker of Neoga, and I believe John Julius also of Neoga. Here for tonight's South 7 Conference showdown between these two teams. 7:58 at the moment. We had a JV game that went to overtime. The Rams ended up winning that 39-37. Congratulations to the Rams wrestlers. They get a big win tonight over Centralia, 75-6. Thanks to our good friend D for that score. We appreciate that. And, of course, all scoreboard updates are presented by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. And, of course, Tony is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. We'll have plenty more where that came from here tonight as we're about to get away from the CHS Arena. Right to left will go the Rams. Left to right will go the Orphans. It'll be Chase Alcorn for Centralia. It'll be Michael Feeser for Mt.Vernon. Here comes the tip. It'll be controlled in the backcourt by the Rams. No, it'll be tipped out of bounds off of Lydell. And it'll be Orphan basketball. 7:56 to play in the first. Just underway from the arena. No score. Interesting. Obermeyer trigger for the Orphans. Looks up top for Wood. Now goes to the corner for Alcorn. Look at the lead. Simmons-Young to the basket. Recovered by Owens. He's going to come around from the far corner. He's fouled on the way to the hoop. It looks like Braden Fitzgerald to pick up the foul. That'll be the Rams first. Precisely whom it's on. Oh, they're going to give him the shot. So the Aaron Owens will go to the line to shoot two here and try to put Centralia on top of the stripe. First free throw is on its way. No good.
A lot of energy here tonight. You can be excited, but you have to calm and contain so you don't run out of petrol by the end of it.
Amen. As Owens' second is going to be good. He'll make one and two. Made the back end to give the Orphans a 1-0 lead here. 7:47 to play in the first. It'll be Lydell across the timeline right of the circle. Steps back, circle, left hand dribble, looks over to the left. Floto will come around. Steps top, now throws back to the right wing for Fitz. Bounce past the Pike. Thought something was going to set up to be a little more exciting on that particular drive. Rams will have it in left corner. That's Lydell with it coming between the circles. 7:29 to play in the first. 1-0 the Orphan lead. Off a screen, Flota throws over to the right arc. Here comes Pike. Dribble drive off the elbow. Kicks over the left side. Here's Jaron Lydell. 7:20 mark of the first. Still no score between these two heated rivals. And, of course, for the Rams, they'll be making 3 to 4 less trips here next year. You've all heard by now that the Rams will be going to the T-Town Holiday Tournament come Christmas. Off the right side. Good play in the lane by Pike. Lost it. Tipped out of bounds. It would be a great save by Jake Wood to throw it off to Jake Pike.
Yes, he did. Jake Wood couldn't grab it and just tipped it off of Pike, who happened to be standing out of bounds after driving to the rim. Nice heads-up play there.
7:02 mark of the first quarter. 1-0 is your Orphan lead. The Orphans with Owens across the timeline. Obi with it off the left wing, looking to tip down low for Wood. It's going to be off the iron. Here come the Rams. Lydell across the timeline left, going to step back left of the circle. Now trying to make a move with a curl offside of the paint. Now comes back to the wing. Lydell's going to back it up for the Rams. Between the leg dribble, throws off the Feezer off the sideline in front of the Orphan bench. Now to the top for Fitz. He's going to lose it. Never had control of the basketball. Rams claiming it was tipped. It was not. It'll be another turnover here on Mt.Vernon.
That's not a very good set that time for Mt.Vernon. They were very unbalanced in their offense. Spacing was not very good. Led to the turnover.
Orphans will walk it across. That's Aaron Owens off to the left wing for Obermeyer. Back to the right elbow. Simmons Young's going to come off the block, trying to back in off glass. Good. First field goal of the night for either team comes to the 6:24 mark. It's Gerard Simmons Young. Orphans on top, 3-love. Rams need something to happen here offensively. 6:17 to play in the first. Pike off of the right elbow. Now it's going to move left. Dribbles. Kicks to the back door. Feezer's going to be fouled. Take your pick of Obermeyer or Wood. We'll see who the call is on. That's going to be on Ryan Obermeyer. That's his first. That's the Orphans' first. It's the 6:10 mark of this first quarter. It's a 3-0 ball game with the Orphans on top, and let's see what's going to happen here. Not sure. They were going to
had a little knock it off talk.
That's all I could ascertain from the situation. It's a high pass to the Fitzgerald at the volleyball line. Shakes off right. Comes down right block off the layup. Good. And the Rams will get their first points with 6:02 to go. They're back within one, 3-2. Rams need to come up with some big plays here. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Wood off to the left. Back to Owens now off to the right. It's going to be Obermeyer. Right sideline. Here comes Simmons Young. Dribbles left off of the arc. Throws up top Owens. Look underneath. Nothing there for the backdoor cut for Alcorn. They will go back to the far side. 5:38 to play in the opening quarter. Rams trailing 3-2. Obermeyer looking for the slide pass to Alcorn. Tipped away floater. Here comes Lydell. A 2-on-2 developing. Lydell takes it linked, has it stripped away. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Mt.Vernon Rams.
Yeah, ball got down to the waist as DeAndre Cunningham comes in. That's the case for Mt.Vernon. Maybe a little nervous, maybe out of sync a little bit, maybe the defense for Centralia, all the above. Got to get a good possession here. I think it's important for Mt.Vernon to get a good look here.
I'll take E on the Scantron, thank you. All of the above. 5:29 to play in the first. 3-2 issues. They still use Scantron?
No.
Oh, wow. Dated myself, haven't I?
Yeah.
5:24 to play in the first. Fitch will kick in the corner. Here comes Pike. 17-footer on the way. Put the Rams on top. No good. Rolls off the iron. Rebound will come to Simmons Young. Up the way for Cunningham. Right wing. 5:14 to play in the quarter. Rams trail 3-2. It's Wood with it off on the left. Throws to Alcorn up top. Back to Wood left wing. Gerard Simmons Young gets a touch. Now they're going to swing it around to Aaron Owens. Back left wing for Alcorn. Owens now reversed around. Nice pass underneath for Alcorn from Cunningham. What a play by the Orphans. It's 5-2.
Good pass, even better catch. Alcorn had it snagged out one-handed. Got a grab on it, was able to put it up and in.
Looks like Alcorn's done that a time or two. Fitz with it off the left wing. Going to have it tipped away on the pass up top for Flota. Cunningham comes away with it. Owens stops inside the free throw line. Kicks to the top. Alcorn eyes a three. No good. Lances off the iron. Pike with the rebound. Rams will have numbers if they hurry. 4:30 to play in the first. Down three. A nice move in the paint by Flota. Too strong. Rebound, backdoor Lydell, no good. Rebound will be tipped now to the Orphans. And here comes Cunningham. 4:20 to play in the first. Orphans on top, 5-2. They're in the front court, moving left to right as you look at your radio. We're in one of the corners here from the CHS Arena opposite our sister station to broadcast the Centralia games. Up top. Owens throws off left for Cunningham. Off the sideline, a long three for Simmons Young is no good. Rebound will be tipped away to Flota. Cross timeline, scoops off the left side. Nice backdoor play. Pike, the basket, no. Left it short, rebound to Wood.
Going up, short arm and everything right now if you're Mt.Vernon.
Amen. 5 Jefferson County locations for Community First Bank of the Heartland. Easy to see why they support Jefferson County Athletics. Proud to be the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. See Rick Pig if you need a residential loan at Community First Bank in Mt.Vernon. Off to the left, it'll be kicked back to the right. Good play there by Simmons Young to find Cunningham. Off the block on the near side. Wood tried to double back. Fade jumper coming mid-post. He's fouled.
Feeser got him. I mean, he didn't much body him or anything below, but Feeser just kept his arm right on his hand, I should say, right on his arm, and unfortunately for Mt.Vernon, they get a foul there.
3:26 to play in the first quarter. Your Centralia lead is 5-2. Rams pick up there. Second foul of the game. First free throw, no good from Wood. 5-2 the score. Orphans by 3. 3:26 to go in the first. We'll look for a Rend Lake College player of the game in our post-game show. Rend Lake College, where you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Find out which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski here tonight from the CHS Arena. Back at our Mt.Vernon studio is Holly Carroll. Second free throw's good. Wood makes 1 of 2. Extends the lead 6-2 with 3:26 to play in the first. Rams need some scoring. Kind of hard to do against the Centralia defense at the moment.
Points are premium. Possessions are even more important.
Mitchell walking across the timeline off to the right wing for Feeser. Shakari Hawkins checked in during the free throw. He's going to attack from the left side. Throws it for runner, no good, but he's fouled. Boy, he's like an X factor out there.
Every time he comes in, something happens one way or another with him on both ends of the floor. He's kind of a kid that's going to help Coach Camber's program for a while.
I know we used that nickname somewhere along the line previously. I know as assessor, but dang, that is exactly what Buddha is. And he'll miss the first free throw off the Centralia foul. Fouls are even at 2 apiece here in the first quarter. 3:15 to go. 6-2 is your score with the Orphans on top, up 2 possessions. Here in the early going. Hawkins at the line, finishing a 2-shot set here at the line. Second one's in round, and it's good. That'll cut it in half, theoretically. In terms of Centralia doubling up the Rams, 6-3 your score. A little bit of trouble in the backcourt. Owens will dribble it across the sideline. Turnover Centralia. And the Rams get a nice little opportunity here. Trailing 6-3, could use a bucket. Good to see Chaos Cage out in droves tonight. They filled that section up over there.
Yeah, did a good job. They're being a little quiet right now, but I imagine they'll get up here in a little bit.
I think so. Left of the circle, it's Hawkins. Backdoor cut by Pike. Nope, comes to the corner. Alcorn there to greet on this Orphan man. Coming around from the left is Pike. 3:01 to play in the first quarter. 6-3 score. Something happened off the left wing there. I didn't quite see it. Might have been an illegal screen. Might have been 5 seconds. I'm not sure which.
I believe that was just a turnover.
Simple turnover on the Rams. 2:59 mark of the first. 6-3 still your score. The Orphans an opportunity to extend this lead. Let's see what happens. Cunningham with it in the backcourt. He's going to walk it across the circle. Stop top, threw off to the left side for Simmons Young. Back to Cunningham. Rolls to the right arc, goes off for Alcorn. Back to the top for Simmons Young. Right elbow now. Here we go. Wood's going to give it back to Simmons Young. Trying to dribble in off a double team. Kicks to the corner. Here comes Cunningham baseline. Nice move to the bucket. Got the easy point. Shimming past the defender. Shimming past 2 of them. Got the baseline bucket. It's 8-3 Orphans. 2:30 to play in the first. Deep left wing, it's floated. Bounce pass to the top for Pike. Looking off to the right side. Nice move inside. Scoop off back door. Ooh, too strong of a finish by Hawkins. Lydell had the great move. Rams just couldn't finish.
Was expecting contact and didn't get it.
2:13 to play in the first quarter. Rams trailing the Orphans 8-3 here on the road. Bounce pass for Alcorn down low. Fouled on the way up. Chase Alcorn goes to the line to shoot 2 now.
Centralia right now doing a very good job of running their offense, and they're getting good looks in and near the rim, and Scott Gamber wants a timeout.
Scott Gamber wants a timeout. This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. This year, make a resolution to support your local community and businesses like the Medicine Shop, family-owned for more than 30 years. 2:07 to go here in the first quarter. It's 8-3. Orphans on top. Good timeout to take here. We'll see what happens coming out of it. But the Orphans lead 8-3 here in the early going. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We'll get you some scoreboard updates here in a moment. I'm sure we are well behind everybody by now.
We're ready to go whenever you're ready.
You can sneak a couple in. You might as
well.
well.
About at half, Woodlawn over Carmine 32-22. Carterville leads Pinckneyville 8-4 at the end of 1. Sparta over Nashville. Actually, Nashville over Sparta 13-11 into 1. And Mattoon leads Mount Zion 16-6 at the end of 1.
Tony Wilt is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town to get you a better state.
Wow.
Alcorn at the line. Makes the first. 9-3 Orphans are up 6 here. 2:07 to play in the first quarter. Rams have mustered just one field goal for Braden Fitzgerald thus far. Rebound off that miss on the second chance. Will go into the corner for Feaser. Up ahead to Pike, crosses right side, stops elbow, kicks to the top for Braden. Nice ball fake there to the free throw line. Kicks out to Pike right wing. Dribbles in, throws up a runner, no good. Left it short, rebound tipped to the back door. Here comes Cunningham for the Orphans. And what's McCall going to be here? Possibly an injury timeout as Charlie Avicii's in trouble.
I think he came down on a foot, turned it a little bit, tweaked it. Doesn't look too serious. May get a rewrap or something, but other than that, he'll probably be back into the ball game.
Congratulations to the Mt.Vernon Lady Rams. Last night, their 43-41 win over Alsop on the road assured them, or at least clinched, at least a share of the South 7 Conference title. Congratulations to Jeff London and the Lady Rams. Turnaround coming off of the block by Chase Alcorn. Chase down a bucket. He has 5 now. It's 11-3. And the Orphans just simply dominating here in the first quarter. 1:34 to go. Off the left wing, Flota's going to dribble elbow, throws up a jumper good. That's what the Rams need right there is a little more Flota.
Well, Flota's going to get a lot of stick tonight defensively because he was the one that carried Mt.Vernon in game 1, and you better believe Lee Bennett's not going to let him get anything going early if he can't.
1:19 to play in the first quarter. Of course, Rams basketball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mt.Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Remember FDIC. Cunningham with it off to the far wing with 1:01 to play here in the first. Down 11-5 for the Rams. Need a defensive stop. Left wing Cunningham from Owens. Now to Simmons Young off the baseline. Short corner's going to back it out. Throws back to the far sideline for Cunningham. Owens gets a touch. Skip pass goes to Wood off the sideline. Still on the far side. Back to the wing Cunningham. Owens now to the right side. Alcorn a 3 on the way. It's good.
8 points in the quarter, and they have gotten off such a good start, it may be hard to contain him.
Heck, he may be our player of the game before it's all said and done. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rams are down 8. There's Flota high in the bucket from the right sideline. Throws back to the top Feaser. Now off of the right wing. It's going to be Fitzgerald coming around. 22 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Rams trailing by 8, 13-5. With a great crowd on hand to witness this at the CHS Arena. Rams going to hold for the final shot in the right corner near the timeline. Flota's going to hand off to Fitzgerald. Brings it to the circle, doubles back off the right wing, going to take it himself, throws off, and we're going to have a foul on the floor with 3.4 seconds before Fitz could get the shot.
I think that's a matchup Mt.Vernon can exploit. If Alcorn's going to guard Braden Fitzgerald, I think Fitzgerald can get around him and or get into his body and draw the contact foul just like he did there.
The Rams will inbound from our vantage point right at the bucket. 3.4 seconds left to go in the quarter. It's going to be a deep ball to Flota at the circle. He'll shoot it with 3 seconds left, or excuse me, 3/10 of a second left to go. And come up short at the buzzer. After one, the Centralia Orphans 13, the Mt.Vernon Rams 5. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to the arena to start the second quarter. Orphans with the basketball moving left to right. Home white, red trim, red numerics and lettering. Stepping to the right wing. Now Simmons Young looks back to the left wing now for Cunningham. And he's going to back it out to the volleyball line. Rams trail by 8 here. Offense optional here for the orange and black tonight. The Rams, of course, in their away blacks. Detroit's doing a great job of shutting them down, but the Rams I have a feeling that could change here in the second quarter. Wood off of the right, dribbles now to the deep wing, right in front of Scott Gamber, throws back corner for Obermeyer. He'll dribble the basket, throws off of the shin of Trevor Flota out of bounds. And what a kick save there by Deep Low. Orphans will reset right to the bucket here with 7:28 to play in the first half. Rigger will come from Simmons Young, looking around off to the right side for Alcorn with 7:27 to play in the half. Coming off of the right, not much going there. Obermeyer's going to throw back to the right wing for Cunningham. Obermeyer got it back off of the arc, and that'll be tipped out by Feeser. Trying to come away at the steal, but a great job by Michael disrupts the play. Inbound will come for Simmons Young, looking to the back door for Alcorn off the block. Down 8, this will be a foul on Flota. Basket will count.
Wow. It's a very passive Mt.Vernon team right now. I mean, it's a situation where you got to step up a little bit on the road, and seeing the same patterns we've seen early in the year with these teams on the road.
10-point lead for the Orphans, looking to make it 11. Alcorn makes the free throw. Now has 10 on the game. 7:10 to play in the first half. We'll have your Second Chance Auto halftime show coming up after the break. Tell you all about this first half. There's 7:02 left to go in this first half. Beezer with it up top, looks for Fitzgerald, wants the three, eyes it, guns it, good. Not a lot of noise from the opposite side. It's a big three for the Rams.
That's a huge three, even though there wasn't much of a cheer from the other way.
Wow. 6:46 to play in the first half. Rams are back with an 8 off to the right. That's going to be Simmons Young looking to dribble off baseline. We'll have a foul on the Rams. That'll be on Lydell.
Mt.Vernon, or Centralia, doing a very good job of getting the ball in positions on the floor and angles where they can get to the rim and drive into the Rams defense.
$6:41 to play in the half. 16-8 is your score. Oh, my. Wood with it between the circles, throws back off of the right. Obermeyer looks off of the right block. Here comes Alcorn underneath. Kicks to the outside. Good outlet pass to Wood in the corner. Simmons Young's going to come near elbow. Throws back to the near wing. Cunningham back to Simmons Young. Working against Lydell. Rams in man at the moment. It's going to come to the left wing now. Obermeyer underneath for Alcorn. This could be a jump ball. Great job by Boo to get in there.
Yep. Great job. Tied up Alcorn. Didn't let Alcorn get to the spot he wanted. Got the ball tangled up. Jump ball. Mt.Vernon has the basketball. Good defense. Needs some toughness here. Mt.Vernon's got to string together possessions on both ends of the floor.
That they do. Fitz steps the volleyball line, has it tipped away. Great athletic play by Cunningham. Saves it in the corner in the front court. Going to get it to Simmons Young. He'll direct traffic. Back to Cunningham on the far wing. Good ball fake coming to the baseline. Ooh, left it strong. The rebound tipped out of bounds by Obermeyer. That'll be Ram basketball. How about that? That's a big in a first quarter score in the South 7. Cahokia Carbondale. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Big retweet, too. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Left wing Flota. Dribbles to the top between the circles. 5:47 to play in the first half. The Rams down 8 at 16-8 Orphans. Left arc, Lydell dribbles with a right hand. Free throw line extended. Deep three coming from Flota. Good! He banks it in. Big three by Flo. 5. It's a deficit now. 16-11, 5:32 to play in the first half. Speaking of 5 Jersey County branches for Community First Bank of the Heartland. Dix, Woodlawn, Mt.Vernon, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Up top, Simmons Young for the Orphans. Off to the right arc, Alcorn. Back to Simmons Young. It'll go left sideline for Wood. Obermeyer with it on the right. Throws over the sideline for Alcorn. Gives back to number 11, Cunningham. Steps elbow, throws up top near the volleyball line. There is Simmons Young. And the Orphans content with running some clock. Now a wide open shot. Obermeyer not going to take it. Pulls it back down against Fitz. Coming around right. Nice play to the bucket for Cunningham. Off of the right wing. It's a bounce pass to the free throw line. Cunningham does the rest and lays it in.
Yep.
Orphans are back up 7.
Orphans look pretty good offensively. Not just scoring, obviously, with 18, but moving without the basketball tonight.
No doubt about it. Floater with it. A right-hand dribble up top. Obermeyer in to try to poke it away. Now it's Fitzgerald with it. He's going to dribble it into the lane. Kicks to the right side. Back door to Lydell. That went in somehow. That was a rainbow shot coming off the left block.
Straight up, straight down.
Even better. No pot of gold at that rainbow because it was a silo. A lot of feet in there. We'll see what happens. 5-point game. It's 18-13. Rams cut it back at 5 midway through this second quarter. We'll have a Rend Lake College player of the game coming your way in our post-game show. RLC, where you can save thousands. Find which degree or certificate program is right for you. at rlc.edu. And attaboy down underneath. The baseline official points out where the Orphans turned it over by stepping on the baseline. 4:07 to go. First half action from Centralia. The Orphans on top 18-13. You can put a logo on it. All Stars and Stitches probably print it for your school, company, or organization. They even do apparel. See Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches or call 435-5555. Pike with it off the right. With a left hand, curls back around up top, throws off right side. Beezer underneath, good. And the Rams making some hay here underneath.
A little bit of a run. Rams have their sea legs back here in the second quarter.
3:35 to play in the first half. 18-15. Back to a possession deficit here for the Orange and Black. Cunningham with it off to the right. Was looking slide pass. Goes up top to Obermeyer. Back to Cunningham. Left wing. Simmons Young will come back to the right arc for Wood. Back to Simmons Young. He'll reverse it around. Good play into Wood. Not going to be able to do much with it. What do I know? Turns around and puts it up and in.
Too easy in there, that close.
Orphans extend it back to 5. 20-15. 3:09 mark of this first half. Marlboro Mile going on tonight in Marion County. Houghton and Sandoval tonight. 3 minutes to play in the first half. It's one of many games we're keeping an eye on for you with our Tony Wilkes scoreboard update. Right arc, it is Hawkins. Looks back to the left wing for Lydell. Arena legs, Lydell kicks corner. 3 on the way for Pike. It's going to be a line drive left short. Rebound to the back door for Wood. And the Orphans have a chance. 2:40 to play in the first half. Trying to extend this lead. Great backdoor zip pass to Obermeyer. Great find by Cunningham. Obermeyer picks up his first deuce of the game, and it's 22-15.
Wow, they're just picking Mt.Vernon apart backdoor right now.
They are at the moment, indeed. Pike's going to get it off of the handoff. Throws back to Lydell. He's going to come at the baseline. Kicks back mid-post. Buda with it. Kicks to the top. Stolen away. Here comes Cunningham. Pike reaches in, but Cunningham lays it up and in. Went around.
Wow. A lot of momentum right now for Centralia, and this red-clad crowd rises to its feet to show their appreciation.
2:12 to play in the first half. 24-15. The Orphans up 9 here on the Rams. Sometimes it doesn't always go your way. The Rams, of course, this time out presented by the Medicine Shop. This year, make a resolution to support your local community and businesses like the Medicine Shop, family-owned for more than 30 years. 2:12 to play in this first half. 24-15, the Orphan lead. Rams are back within 3, 18-50, but a nice 6-0 run by Centralia.
And that's the thing, is Centralia is getting back and taking things aggressively away from Mt.Vernon right now.
Rams are going to have to get it back. 2:12 to play in the first half. Couldn't do it without one of our booster sponsors, Sarah Staley of Country Financial. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals from your Country Financial representative in Mt.Vernon, Sarah Staley. Rams now into the front court, off the right wing. Lydell steps up top, throws off to Pike. Crossover dribble, kicks out left wing. Here comes Lydell looking to charge toward the basketball, a dribble drive, and a foul on the floor. They point towards Obermeyer. That's exactly the call. That'll be on Ryan Obermeyer. That's his second.
A little nickel-dimer reach-in on the drive when Lydell began, and really there's more contact on the second one than there was on that first one.
Yeah. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler, your Jeep headquarters of Southern Illinois. 1603 Broadway or KingCityChrysler.com. Floater with it off of the right out of the inbound. It'll be stolen away by the Orphans, but, oh, wow. Off the Orphans out of bounds. They're going to pick up a reach foul on Braden Fitzgerald, and this, that'll be Braden's second.
Yep.
Great officiating crew for you tonight. Kirk Hacker, Jim Fisher, and I believe that's John Julius. About 105% positive. Not a lot of confidence in that 105%, though. Left of the bucket inbound, linked to the floor for the Orphans. Rams trailing 24-15, 1:47 to play in this first half. We'll have your Second Chance Auto halftime show coming up. It'll have your Heartland Accounting halftime stats. They had a heck of a show for us in the JV halftime. We'll see how they match that here at Centralia in the varsity half. Inbound will come to Wood near the baseline. Throws back into the paint towards Simmons Young. Off to the left side. Owens with it, still in the backcourt. Throws up ahead. Finally across the timeline with 1:40 to play. Simmons Young gives back to Owens. Rolls off left side. Throws off to Chase Alcorn. Now back to Simmons Young. Left elbow for Wood. Simmons Young with it. Feigned a three. Now steps off. Throws up from three-point land. It's good. Contested shot
wasn't going to be denied. Centralia already with 27 points in the first half.
They were held to 30 back on November the 30th. Coming off the screen, it's going to be Pike. Throws back to the left wing for Florida with 1:13 to play in this first half. The Rams' deficit is 12. Orphans on a 9-0 run. The Rams were down, got it back to within 3, 18-15. It's been the Orphans ever since. A minute to play in the first half. Florida with it up top. Throws off left arc for Hawkins. Looks inside for Feeser. Goes back to the right side. Volleyball sideline for Florida. Lob play for Feeser. Wins the battle. Try to dribble in. And that's going to be a blocking foul on the Orphans before the turnover. Interesting.
You got to survive it out now. You got to get things going and take your chances. Get out of this. You're down 12. You'd like to try to get some 10 or 9 by the time it goes.
Stay up to date between scoreboard updates on Twitter at WMIX Sports, or stay logged on to WMIXSports.com. 50.1 seconds to go. Rams with the basketball off of the baseline, out of the box set. Up top, Hawkins with it, looking around right side. Goes to Lydell off the wing. Right hand dribble for Jaron. Looks back to Pike up top. Shimmies over left for Florida. Back to the right side for Lydell. We're at the volleyball line at this point. The 10-foot line. 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's Shakari Hawkins. Throws off to the right, dumps it off. That's Lydell with it. 24 seconds to play. First half action. Rams trailing Centralia 27-15. Here in the first half of basketball from the CHS Arena. You walk in out front, you see the win total. It's up to 21-15 in Orphan history. Left side, Florida with 8. Throws off into the corner for Hawkins with 6. Gets back to Florida. Deep 3 coming from the left side. No, off the mark. Rebound will come to Feeser. He'll throw off. Back foot at the buzzer. No. Banked it off. Came ever so close. Would have been a heck of a play. But as a result, it falls short, and the Rams will take a deficit into the locker room. After 2 quarters, the Centralia Orphans 27, the Mt.Vernon Rams 15. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
It's finally here. The new WMIX website has hit the internet. Log on to WMIX94.com on your computer, tablet, or mobile device. Make an eQuest. That's right. One click and your request hits our studio. You can even get to know our air staff. Find easier access to WMIX on the Twitterverse and Facebook. Stay up to date on local events along with local news, sports, weather, obits, and more. It's the all-new WMIX94.com, another free service from Withers Broadcasting. That's WMIX94.com.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mt.Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
The technology in the 2013 Ford Fusion keeps you connected with the world and with your car. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mt.Vernon. Available sync with My Ford Touch allows you to keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road while you play your favorite music, control the interior climate, and make or receive phone calls, and receive turn-by-turn directions. The new suspension system delivers a smooth ride, and for peace of mind, the available intelligent all-wheel drive system gives you traction when you need it most. Already affordable, you can save $1,000 in retail customer cash on a 2013 Fusion with a 2.5-liter Duraltech inline-4 engine at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mt.Vernon, Illinois, and see all of our inventory online at fordsquare.com.
Hi, this is Joe Gliosi, commercial banker for People's National Bank in beautiful Mt.Vernon, Illinois. People's National Bank has served local businesses and farmers for over 100 years. With a wide variety of deposit and loan products, we have all your banking needs covered. From opening or expanding a business to purchasing a farm implement for the upcoming season, People's National Bank is here to help. Stop by today and let us show you what a true community bank can do for you. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto Halftime Show starts now.
And we welcome you back inside the CHS Arena here at halftime. The Centralia Orphans lead your Mt.Vernon Rams 27-15. This is your Second Chance Auto Halftime Show. For over 32 years, Second Chance Auto has had the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, proud supporters of the Mt.Vernon Rams off of 142 East in Mt.Vernon. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. The Rams down 12 here at the half. DC, it's been anything but a pretty first half for the Orange and Black.
It's just a very passive team, especially on the offensive end, not getting to the rim as much, not getting to the free throw line. And this Mt.Vernon team needs to be more aggressive, especially on that end, because that's where the problem lies right now for Mt.Vernon.
Of course, we're here at the half, your Second Chance Auto Halftime Show. Rams basketball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have your scoring and stats calculated by Heartland Accounting. It's all coming up here on your Second Chance Auto Halftime Show. From the CHS Arena, the Orphans of Centralia 27, the Mt.Vernon Rams 15. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Tax time means savings time. Use that tax refund at Second Chance Auto to purchase the best quality used vehicle around. In fact, in their 32-year history, the selection has never been better at Second Chance Auto. Clean, dependable, and great-looking cars, trucks, minivans, and a huge selection of small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Yes, your tax refund is your ticket to the vehicle you've always wanted. At Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mt.Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the CHS Arena here at the half, and they have the halftime shootout here, and we actually had somebody make their required shots, the requisite shots, and I believe that nets you $500. If not, it nets you some cash, I know that. Wow, what a big deal. Made the layup. I think you do layup, free throw, three-pointer, and half court. Banked in the half quarter. Absolutely astonishing. But we are here at the half on your Second Chance Auto halftime show. For over 32 years, Second Chance Auto has been living and contributing to the community they serve. Find out what's so great about Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mt.Vernon. I think you'll find it is their largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, proud supporters of the Mt.Vernon Rams. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Holly Carroll is back in our Mt.Vernon studio on WMIX FM. Mt.Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Rams trail 27-15 here at the half. We'll find out how in your Heartland Accounting halftime stats.
For Mt.Vernon, they were 4 of 11 from two-point range for 36%. Only 2 of 5 from the arc for 40%. And the Rams go 6 of 16 from the field in the first half for 38%. For the Centralia Orphans, 9 of 12 from two-point range for a statistic of 75% from the field. They were 2 of 3 from three-point range for 62%, and 11 of 15 from the field in the first half for 73%. Free throw shooting, Mt.Vernon only 2 free throws, 1 out of 2. Centralia, not much better, 3 out of 7 for 43%. Rebounding went to Mt.Vernon 8-7. Turnovers, though, Centralia with 4, Mt.Vernon with 6. Centralia had 5 players score, actually 6 score in the first half. Chase Alcorn led the way with 10. DeAndre Cunningham had 6 off the bench. Gerard Simmons-Young had 5. Jake Wood 3, Ryan Overmeyer 2, and De'Aaron Owens 1. For the Rams, Braden Fitzgerald and Trevor Flo to lead the way with 5 each. Jaron Lydell and Michael Feeser 2, and Shakari Hawkins had 1. For a halftime score of Centralia 27, Mt.Vernon 15.
Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. That's B as in boy or B as in business in this case. Your small business expert. 27-15, Rams trail the Orphans at the half. We will take a break, come back, get you set for second half action here from the CHS Arena. This is the Second Chance Auto halftime show on Mt.Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. At Vanterra, we understand that banking is a relationship. It's a friendly face that knows your name, understands your needs, supports your goals. Vanterra offers a complete range of personal and business banking products with competitive rates and loans that range from small projects to multi-million-dollar opportunities. We offer conveniences such as online banking, mobile banking, and direct deposit. For a strong community bank with exceptional customer service, Vanterra is a smart choice for your banking needs. Vanterra Bank, a proud supporter of Southern Illinois high school sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Back to Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to your Second Chance Auto halftime show. 27-15. That is the Orphan lead here at the half at the CHS Arena. Good evening, Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Holly Carroll back at our Mt.Vernon studio. And there's a lot going on tonight in the world of high school basketball.
Tulkey leads Carbondale at the half, 46-27. Woodlawn is up big, 51-38 at the end of three quarters at Carmine. Benton trails Heron at the half, 39-25. Pinckneyville over Carterville, 16-10 at the half. AJ over DuQuoin, 28-17 at the half. Johnson City over Fairfield, 22-21 at the half. Christopher over Alvarado, 37-17 at the half. North Clay over Grayville, 42-21 at the half. And at the half, it's Altamont over Stu Strauss, 29-26, also at the half.
There you go. At the half here, it's Mt.Vernon trailing Centralia 27-15. That scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. Somewhere around here, there it is. Tony is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm agent Tony Wilson in Mt.Vernon. See what happens. We're glad to be with you here as we start the second half. Orphans will start with the basketball. We switch sides. They will move right to left. Rams will now move left to right. The Orphans in their home whites with red trim. To the right wing, Cunningham going to drop it off. Simmons Young back to Cunningham. Owens now coming to get it right to the circle. 7:50 to play in the third. Just underway with second half action from the arena. Back to the top, zip pass, it was to Simmons Young. Owens with it now, back to Simmons Young. Off to the right side for Cunningham. 27-15, the Orphans are up 12. We're going to have a quick foul here on the Rams. Looks like maybe Pike.
A little too much reaching going on. First and first, team and player.
The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square at 1501 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. Schedule a service appointment online at FordSquare.com. Good pickup there by the official off of the right sideline. Recognize the extra footsteps, the pitter-patter of big feet underneath off of the right block, and that'll be a turnover on the Orphans. Off of the right, it'll be Fitz, pulls up from 18. Good. Not bad.
Not bad. Pull-up jumper. That'll help start out Mt.Vernon maybe in this half.
Need more. Cunningham across the sideline. Like Smith up here in Centralia is Cunningham. Of course, Smith is like Smith up here in Centralia, too. Kind of funny how that works out. Off of the right wing, Simmons Young. Drive, kicks off left side. Wood with a right-hand shimmy over. Gets back left. It's going to be Alcorn coming up the baseline. Steps out of bounds. Turnover Centralia.
They come out a little flat here. They can't, at this point, I'm sure Lee Bennett might not let it go too much longer before he may call timeout, because this Centralia team can't afford to come out flat here if they want to keep that lead.
7:03 to go. We're in the third quarter. Second half action from the arena. Rams with the basketball. Fitzgerald's with it off of the right wing. Left-hand dribble to the opposing elbow. Underneath. Good find for Pike. Going to work against the defense. Shot blocked by Wood. Rebound goes to Chase Alcorn, and here come the Orphans. Cunningham walks across the timeline. Steps off to the right wing with 6:44 to play in the third quarter. Up top, and we'll have a turnover. Traveled the basketball. Didn't get the pivot foot set. Orphans turn it over again.
Second turnover already in the quarter.
6:41 to play in the third. 27-17. The Orphans are up 10. Off to the right. Lydell's going to drop it off for Fitz. Able to find Flota. Back to Fitz off the right wing on the reverse. He'll come baseline off right block. No good. Got his own rebound underneath. Puts up, swatted away. Almost stole away the rebound. Good rebound there by the Orphans. Fitz tried to lean in for the contact. Didn't get the call. And now the Orphans have an opportunity to extend this 10-point lead. Wood off to the right, good turnaround dribble. Now comes back deep right wing, picks up the dribble, however, inopportune time to do that. De'Aaron Owens with it off to the right side to Wood. Comes back left between the circles. That's going to be off the hip of Cunningham. Turnover Centralia as it goes over and back.
Third turnover. Surprised that Lee Bennett doesn't call timeout here.
Of course, it would help if the Rams can capitalize on these Orphan turnovers. We'll see what happens here. 6:03 mark of the third. Rams are down 10. It's 27-17. Big possession. Off of the right wing, Trevor Floater from Fitzgerald. Steps to the top off the dribble. Looking to throw back to the near side for Pike. 5:52 to go in the third. Up top, it's Lydell. Couple of dribbles, throws back off to the near sideline for Pike. Nice lob play outside the paint. Feeser gets it right back to Pike for three, in and out. Rebound will go to the far side. Offensive board here for the Rams, 18 feet from the bucket. Lydell with it on the far wing. Up top, threw off to Flota. Flota dribbles back to the top of the key. Now comes back near the volleyball line, moving towards the scorer's table. Back off left of the circle for Pike. Throws off to Fitz. With 5:22 to play in the third quarter, Orphans 27, Rams 17 here from the arena. South 7 Conference showdown between a pair of teams that are 3-2 in the conference. Pike almost has it picked off at the near elbow, and this is going to be a foul on the Orphans. Lee Bennett wants the jump ball.
Lee Bennett parked himself. Thought it'd be best to sit out on that one. Actually sat down and kicked his feet a little bit. Now he's back up. He's yakking. Can't really blame him on that one. That was a tough call, actually.
Tough call to have to make either way. 5:10 to play in the third quarter. It's a 27-17 Ram deficit here at the arena. Pike's going to roll to the circle. Now continues left. Finds a nice seam. Oh, but left the layup a little strong off glass. Rebound will be out of bounds off of the Rams. Nobody touched it before it went over. It'll be Orphan basketball. 4:58 mark of the third quarter. Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank with 5 locations in Mt.Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Mt.Vernon Rams. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. 4:54 to play in the third quarter. Cunningham dribbles across timeline, throws off left wing for Obermeyer. Back to Simmons Young. Tipped away by Lydell. He can't save. It's already in the hand of the cheerleader. Lydell had a chance at it. Cheerleader grabbed it first, and it's going to be Orphan basketball.
4:45 left in the third. Centralia is yet to attempt a shot this quarter.
Duly noted. Turned the ball over a few times. The Rams just haven't been able to capitalize except for that one try. Only one field goal in this quarter. 4:41 to play. Off the left side. Nice speed to Obermeyer. The left-hand layup is short. Alcorn fed Obermeyer. Obermeyer gets the last lap. Taps it away. Alcorn back up to Obi. Throws up and in and a foul.
Just when you thought Mt.Vernon had a little momentum going the other way, they quickly turn it over, and Mt.Vernon has not been able to take advantage of the scoring drought by Centralia in this quarter, and they find themselves right back where they were at half, down 12, 29-17.
What a play there by Obermeyer. Tapped it away from the Ram rebounder, and unable to get the bucket off the assist. It's 30-17 as he knocks down the and one. My, oh, my. Here come the Orphans up 13, largest lead of the night with 4:22 to play in the third. Float is going to come all the way from the right wing. Off of the right block and a foul. Ooh. We'll have a Rim Lake College player of the game in this one. Rim Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu and see how you can save thousands. 4:19 to go in the third, 30-17. Floater makes the free throw. Still have another. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Floater's second to line's a little strong. Rebound will go to Obermeyer underneath. 30-18 your score. The Rams are down 12 and a great tip away. Good deflection there by Jaron Lydell. The Orphans were trying to lob it over the timeline, and Lydell tips it out of bounds. Orphans will reset side of the bounds in front of the scorer's table here on the near sideline. You're kidding me.
Nope. Got to give a shout-out to Woodlawn's Gabe Owen tonight. 10 three-pointers in a game. Breaks the Signals game record for threes at Woodlawn High School of one John Koppel.
Good grief. He has like 8,000 in the last 3 games.
Yes, he does.
Especially as he reached a hot streak at Louisville, too. Especially on that Thursday night affair. Wow. Congratulations to Gabe Owens, a senior, who also made 15 of 15 last year in the three-point showdown. Coming off the left side, Obermeyer to the basket and a foul.
Probably got away with a step, but because the contact was up high, The official called the foul, and right now Centralia, boy, Mount Vernon had a golden opportunity in this quarter to get back into this one when Centralia couldn't do anything with the basketball and failed to do so. And boy, you hope and wonder, you hope it doesn't come back to haunt Mount Vernon.
3:46 to play in the third quarter, and one is no good. Rebound's going to be tipped away by Hawkins. 3:44 to play in the third quarter. And here come the Rams, powered by Community First Bank. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank, 22nd Street location. And welcome back to Personal Banking. Trying for the play down low to Feeser, a lob play over the top off of the right block, and somehow that's tipped out of bounds by the Orphans.
Tipped out of bounds. And now Mount Vernon's got to get something going, but they're making it the hard way right now.
Yeah, they are. Off the inbound, lob to the top for Flota. Hand to the face from Cunningham. Back off to the right side, Lydell. Crossover dribble, trying to go baseline. Ends up going elbow side. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Orphans again. Looking for Feeser near the right block.
Centralia's defense, the offense was off in this quarter. The defense never really left them. And now that they've gotten a few points, the spring is back in their step on the defensive end of the floor now for the Orphans.
Inbound from Feeser into Flota here on the right. Deep right wing, it's Lydell. Off of the block and back to the top. Pike from Feeser over to the left side. Skip pass. Here comes Hawk. Nope, back up top. Pike wants a three. Left it short. Rebound to be tipped away. It'll be Wood to come up with it on the near wing inside the arc with 3:04 to play in the third quarter. The Orphans lead is 14, trying to make it bigger here with Obermeyer off the right sideline. Back right of the circle for Simmons Young. It would stand that he would get that tonight. On the road at Carmi, of course. Good job to Gabe Owens, who got 10 3-pointers tonight against the Bulldogs. Off of the right side, it is Jake Wood. Back to Simmons Young, and we're going to have a foul on the Rams. Or a timeout. My apologies. Timeout came before the push, and Lee Bennett's going to get a 30 timeout. This timeout's presented by the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. This year, make a resolution to support your local community and businesses like the Medicine Shop, family-owned for more than 30 years. Any updates from around the region?
Woodlawn did beat Carmine tonight 66-40. Harrisburg leads Murphy at the half, 39-22. Coke over Carbondale at the half, 46-27. Casey Westfield wins the LIC title, 74-61 over Newton. Charleston leads Effingham at the half, 25-18. Heron over Benton at the half, 39-25.
Scoreboard updates powered by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance, and of course, Tony is glad to help your family with all of their investment insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the State Farm Jeep. That's a white State Farm Jeep around town. Pardon me. Into Wood on the corner, looking underneath. Good play by Mr. Simmons Young. Off to the left side, got it off the window. It's 34-18. The Orphans on top by 16, now their largest lead of the night. The differential's about to become more than the points the Rams have, even. How about that? Three up top from Flota. It's going to be an air ball underneath, and it'll be an Orphan team rebound.
Mount Vernon's not shot well from the outside.
2:18 to play, third quarter action, 34-18. Orphans on top. They have the basketball linked to the floor. And now a nice move down central. Coming up the left side, it's going to be Alcorn as he leans in. Are they going to go block? It looks like a blocking foul. That'll be on Jake Pike. Rams have 4 team fouls here in the third quarter, 2:13 to go. And Alcorn will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is no good. He'll have a second.
Cannot get anything going for Mount Vernon right now. It's going to struggle all the way around.
Yes, sir.
Had their opportunity in the first half of this third quarter and did not take advantage.
Second one's good from Alcorn. He has 11. Make it 35 to 17. 18. Differential 17. My apologies. Doing math in my head. 2:09 to go in the third quarter. Rams will walk it across the timeline. That's Lydell. Stops off of the wing, looking for the play inside. The Rams turn it over. High pass for Feeser. Couldn't corral off of the block, and it'll be Orphan basketball with a chance for them to build this lead to be bigger than the points the Rams have. Wow. The margin bigger than the points. 1:58 to play in the third quarter. Here comes Cunningham. Kicks off the left side, Obermeyer. Beyond the arc, going to dribble around to the free throw line. Kicks up top. Simmons Young back to Obermeyer, left wing. Back up top. Ivishi looks over the left wing. Wood tries a three. It's good. And that is a big three by the Orphans to put them up 20. Wow.
Yeah. This is all Centralia. They sputtered for the first 4 minutes of this quarter, and it's been all Orphans after that.
Left of the circle, that is Floda. Looks off in the corner for Shakari Hawkins. Floda with the basketball, bounces off right side. Here comes Lydell looking in against Wood. Nope, kicks over to Pike off the screen. He'll come around off a curl, works it off. Ooh. Can't get the left block runner, and it's going to be a defensive rebound for the Orphans with 1:10 to go in the third. My, oh my. Looking off to the left wing now, that's Simmons Young near the corner for Cunningham. We'll drop below the 1 minute mark of the third. 38-18, Orphans by 20, and Hawkins going to get picked up for the reach-in.
Yeah, frustration setting in. When you miss shots like Mt.Vernon has, you don't have that opportunity to get to the rim. Makes for a long night on that defensive end. Those legs don't move as quick as the hands.
Tomorrow is the day that anything could happen. Are you ready? When you meet Sarah Staley at Country Financial Mt.Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? Sarah Staley, one of our Rams boosters. We appreciate that. 38-18 the score. Orphans on top, side out of bounds. Inbound. It's going to come to Darian Owens, who makes a nice move to the bucket. Somehow Alcorn got the rebound, goes up for two.
Swarming Orphans. That's what this is. And there's Alcorn again. He always finds a way to get to the rim.
And now Alcorn will go to the line to shoot two. He'll make the first. It is 39-18, up 21. It's a blackjack lead here for Centralia. Wouldn't be very much of a gamble to say they're probably going to come away with this one. 47.2 seconds left to go. Here in the third quarter at the line is Chase Alcorn. Makes the first, we'll have a second. Second one was no good, 39-18. I see what you did there. Okay. That is what it is. Off the left wing, three's coming in and out, no good by Floda. Underneath the Orphan rebound, will have a foul. Ugh. For the Rams, it's Clayton Reeves, Travis Mitchell, Michael Feaser, Trevor Floda. Braden Fitzgerald. We'll see Jake Wood and Gerard Simmons Young check back in for the Orphans. Or no, they're not. It's going to be a one and bonus on the Ram foul. The foul picked up by senior Clayton Reeves. And that will send Bilberry to the line to shoot two. 1-1. Tariq Bilberry. That's what I have on the roster. First free throw, no good, so he won't get a second. Rebound, however, will go to Feaser. And here come the Rams with a chance. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, down 21. Fitz will pull up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound to Ivishi. And now we're going to have a foul on.
Double foul.
Wow. You'll have
double
that.
foul on Fitzgerald and number 3. Fitzgerald will pick up his fourth. Owens will pick up his second.
Interesting. Yep. Rams basketball, of course, is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Going to be a quick inbound link to the floor for the Orphans. Owens within the backcourt. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter, 39-18. Orphans on top by 21. Owens goes left to the circle, doubles back to the right side, trying to split a seam. Now throws back to Ivishi. Over to Owens off of the right, inside the arc. Back to the right wing with 8 seconds for Cunningham. Dribbles left up top with 5. Going to make a runner. No, kicks out. Long three by Bilberry is no good. At the buzzer, the tip in. No. Would have been a tip in off the right side by either Alcorn or Ivishi. My vantage point was skewed. And we have our end of third quarter score. The Centralia Orphans 39, the Mt.Vernon Rams 18. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mt.Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Daily schedules, scores, video, and more. Log on to WMIXsports.com. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the CHS Arena. We head to the fourth quarter. Centralia leads Mt.Vernon 39-18. Rams with the basketball to start. It's Clayton Reeves with it off of the 10-foot line. Going to have it picked away by Cunningham. Cunningham will come up the right side. Looking for the layup on the reverse. No good. Rebound to be tipped away. It'll be Obermeyer looking underneath. Nice backdoor play. Simon Jung. Centralia started. Centralia finished. And it's 41-18. Great play off of the right side for the Orphans to make something happen. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. Find easy access to all at WMIXsports.com. Reeves will come around off of the right wing. Gets the floater up top. 7:22 to play in the fourth quarter. 41-18 score. Orphans with a commanding lead here early on in the fourth. Lydell coming around up top. Scoops over to Reeves. Between the circles, here comes Clayton. Back off to the left at the circle. Travis Mitchell with the basketball. 7:06 to play in the fourth. Rams trail by 23. Nice move by Lydell. Gives it to Mitchell. 3 on the way from the right wing. Good! And Travis Mitchell gets in on the scoring. It's back to a 20-point game. 41-21. 6:53 to play in the fourth. Not quite the feel of the double overtime Mt.Vernon victory 2 years ago on this floor. As Lydell will tip it away, and that's going to be a reach foul on Lydell as Owens is trying to come up left side. If you need T-shirts, hoodies, Letterman's jackets, or any type of apparel for your school, organization, or business, see Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. Owens is at the line shooting 2. Plenty more updates going on Twitter right now. Check it out as the first free throw from Owens is good. Yep, he'll get another.
Trey is making a ton of free throws here, and Mt.Vernon's having to sit and watch a lot of this, unfortunately, right now.
Indeeder. Second one on the way from Owens is good. He makes both that time. 3 on the night unofficially. It's 43-21. Off the left, it's Lydell. Throws off to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to go into the corner for Reeves. Looking down low for Feeser off the block. Comes back to the near side. Turn around off the pivot. Looks around, trying to find help. Finds Mitchell at high post. Foul on the way up. Travis Mitchell goes to the line to shoot 2.
Well, good move. That's what Mt.Vernon need to do a little earlier in this one. Down 22, you got to go here, but that's something Mt.Vernon need to do to be more aggressive.
Mitchell at the line will shoot 2 to try to bring the Rams back within 20 again. 6:31 to play in the fourth. Mitchell's first is good. Rattles the iron kind. Rams now with 22. We'll have a Red Lake College player of the game in our postgame show. And, of course, Red Lake College, where you can save thousands of dollars on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu. See which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs it's right for you. At the line, Travis Mitchell makes both. He has 5 off the bench.
5 in a quick spurt, too.
Rams back within 20. Slides across the timeline. Down Central Cunningham, a left-hand layup. Tipped back, no good by Alcorn. Rebound to Feeser. Here come the Rams up the right side. Mid-post runners, no good by Fitz. Rebound to Feeser underneath. Stolen away Alcorn. It'll be a jump ball. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow with us here at the CHS Arena. Holly Carroll back at our Mt.Vernon studios at the Powerhouse on Broadway. This is 50,000 watts of Mt.Vernon Rams basketball on 94.1 WMIX FM, Mt.Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation. Orphans with the basketball, up 20, 43-23. Looking to the back door. Nice bounce pass to Wood. Waited for the defense to clear. Wanted the points. He has 5. It's 25-23. So Wood. All right. More points than what I thought he had tonight. Yes. Having a quiet night. 8 unofficially, as that'll be off the block. Fitz coming around left side, holding that tender right arm. Coming off of the contact, that will be a foul on the Orphans. Looks like that's on Ryan Obermeyer. So Fitzgerald will go to the line to shoot 2. My, oh my. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, of course, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Find a Hertz rental car location at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mt.Vernon. So Fitz made the first. Yowzers. What's up, yo?
Sparta beats National Assembly Hall 60-50.
Oh, my. Wow, that was a shockwave. That'll make it fun come seating time.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's next week. Pardon me, try not to hiccup or other things. Off of the right, it's Wood. Gives back at the circle. Owens went left side for Simmons Young. Stops at the free throw line. Back to the top of the key. Now left wing. It's Obermeyer from Alcorn up top. Back to the left wing. Wood puts it back on the ground with the dribble. Coming around, Simmons Young kicks over. Wide open three coming right side. Good. Chase Alcorn with the tray.
How good has he been tonight?
Big clutch. Maybe our player of the game. 5:06 to play in the fourth. We actually do have some Ram contenders. We're jokingly suggesting that. Is this going to be a turnover on the Rams? Nobody from Centralia touches. It's intended for Doug Gardner in the right corner. Gardner, Fitzgerald, Pike, Mitchell, and Feaser for the Rams. Jake Wood, Chase Alcorn, Ryan Obermeyer, De'Aaron Owens, Gerard Simmons Young for the Orphans. They get first names because we assume you know all the Rams' first names. Should never assume. Off of the right side, that's going to be Woods coming out to get it back to the left arc, and we're going to have an illegal screen on the Orphans.
Yeah, you can see it. Good call by the official.
It's just outside the paint on the right side. Blowing up the Twitterverse for that tweet about Gabe Owens' school record 10 3-pointers for Woodlawn tonight and a win over Carmine. 4:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Orphans doubling up the Rams here, 48-24. Off the left side, Doug Gardner with the basketball. Looks for Reeves up top. Back to the right wing for Fitz. Looking in. Comes to Cantley off of the right corner. Back to the left wing for Fitz with 4:28 to go in the fourth. Nice bounce pass back to the Q man. Off glass, no good. Rebound to Wood. Good Wood rhyme. Right sideline for Simmons Young. Has Alcorn up top, who's been hot to trot tonight for these Orphans. We'll be back on the air tomorrow, of course, as the Mt.Vernon Lady Rams will play Mattoon. Of course, that'll be tomorrow at Shagnon Gymnasium. Good to see some coaches with local ties here in the gymnasium. Former Ram, or still, you're always a Ram, I guess. Rob Flanagan in. His Olney East Richland Tigers will be in the same regional at Centralia, here at Centralia.
Had to come by at an off night playing the LIC tournament this week, already done, and got an opportunity to scout things here and there.
.355 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 48-24. Orphans on top of the Rams, out of the inbounds. Side out of bounds, far side into the front court. Here comes Fitzgerald, drops it off left. Clayton Reeves with it up top, tries a three. Yes. Hit the front iron like it's going to be short, but then Slinkoed around the iron kind. The Rams are back within 21. 3:39 to play in the fourth. Ooh, nice spin pass off of the left. Kick out to Owens, left wing three coming. It's going to be left short, gets his own rebound, but tipped out of bounds. The JV game breaking out here for the Orphans. Jordan Tyson is in. Tyreek Stillberry. Cunningham still in for the Orphans. Obermeyer, somebody's got to check out. Cunningham's got to check out for Shandon Webster. 3:28 to play in the fourth quarter. Rams basketball is powered by Community First Bank. And if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Air ball off the three-point try. I thought that went in. That's how convincing it was to me. Reeves with it in the far corner. Lost control. Dives to get it. Gives back to Fitz. He'll come around off a curl. Underneath on the reverse layup and a foul. No chance for the reverse layup, but we'll go to the line to shoot two. That's great, Fitz.
Is not going to let anything be easy. They made sure to get in there and put some contact on him.
That they did. Oh, Fitz is the line, shooting two. His first one's short. We'll see if the next one's long. We'll get you a final scoreboard update tonight in our Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We have your Heartland Accounting postgame stats coming your way. All coming up along with your Ren Lake College player of the game. Free throw short, rebound, Cantley no good. Tipped rebound up top to Doug Gardner. Coming around off of the right, steps wing. Looks back left, pulls up from 18. No good off the backboard. Rebound will go to Cantley high off the elbow. Right wing, it's Doug Gardner. Ball fake, looking for the runner. Nope. Goes underneath for Carlos Barnes. Back top, Fitz will recover at the circle. Tried to go between the legs and had it tipped away by Owens. Now a no-looker off of the foot of the Orphans. It'll remain Ram basketball. Tried to bounce to Barnes off of the right block. And kicked out.
Mt.Vernon's tried a lot of things tonight. Some of them worked, some of them haven't.
Home crowd going to drive home happy here tonight.
A lot of them sticking around, though, here tonight. Not a lot of people leaving out of this.
Of course they are. I would be, too.
Orange and black still here, too.
Give credit to both fan bases. 3 from Hunter's no good from the far corner. Reeves off of the rebound. Back to Hunter off the tip by Gardner. Hunter steps to the wing on the far side. Gets back to Reeves. Found a seam. He's going to get back to Doug Gardner. Ooh. Gardner. Dougie Doug for the 3. Wow. From the right side. It's 48-30. The Rams cut it to 18. 2:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Owens with it. Comes back to the left for Jordan Tyson. He feeds C.J. Berry off of the right wing. Back to Tyson. Now over to the right side. Here comes Bill Berry. Guarded by Reeves. It's 2:01 mark of the fourth quarter. 48-30 your score. It's an 18-point game. Off of the right elbow. It's a nice move, but it's come back to the left side for Webster. 1:48 to play. Webster with the basketball. Gives over to Owens. 1:45 to go now. Orphans up 18. 48-30. We're going to see some more Orphs check in. Nice move in the paint. The shot's going to be blocked, and a foul here on the Rams. That'll be on Carlos Barnes, and that will send the Orphans to the line. I believe it'll be C.J. Berry who attempted the shot.
Things don't get any easier. Altoff and Jerseyville next weekend at Chagnon.
Back-to-back nights, of course, for the Rams. Berry's first free throw is good.
Some of the paying customers heading out.
Oh, man. No good on the free throws. 49-30. Made 1 of 2. Rams down 19 off of the right wing. That's Clayton Reeves. Steps left. Throws back off with a minute 26. That's Bryce Hunter with it up top. Throws back to Reeves. He's going to come around baseline. Throws inside. Wyman Cantley left it off the back iron. Rebound underneath. Q-Man stole it away. Wyman Cantley gets in on the scoring. And we're going to have C.J. Berry have to come out of the game. Took something somewhere.
Yeah, not a good play.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's one of those deals. There was a basket there, right, or no?
I thought he got one of the first free throw.
Okay.
Something. I was trying not to regurgitate. 49-30 is your score. As TMI as that may have been. Fighting. What I'm hoping is not the flu bug here tonight. Off of the right side, here we go. Minute 2 to go. The Orphans with the basketball. Bill Berry almost lost it. Recovered up top by Scheidel. Nice move off of the right block. Ooh, got down. Are they going to pick up the walk? Yes, they do. Got down before he got rid. There we go. The Rams get the ball at the turnover.
Cantley made that shot. They're a little slow
Oh,
watching.
you're talking about this side.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
Cantley
about the
made a shot, and I kept waiting for the scoreboard, but it finally did. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is. Cantley, speaking of. Throws between the circles for Bryce Hunter. Back to the right wing for Reeves. Luke Wilson checks in. He's up top of the key. Right wing, it's Cantley. Looks back for Hunter. He'll thought about stepping into a 3. Now works free throw line, trying to back inside. Right wing, Reeves will step up top. Throw up along 2. Good. So Reeves gets a bucket with 25 seconds left to go.
Wow, he's got 5 in the quarter.
Yes, he does. 20 seconds to go now. 49-34. The Orphans are going to improve to 15-5. They'll be 4-2 in the conference. The Rams will drop to 11-9, and they will be 500 in the South. 7. Reeves will intercept the pass, bring a length of floor off the layup. Good. Wow. 7 off the bench for Clayton Reeves here in the fourth quarter. 2 seconds to go, and the Orphans are going to win this one. Your final score, the Centralia Orphans 49, the Mt.Vernon Rams 36. Your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show will be coming up after the break. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. A moonlit sky and cold tonight, although 18 to 22. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. Chilly, high 36. Clouding up tomorrow night, although at 21 to 25. And then occasional rain and drizzle Sunday. Watch for icing early in the day. High of 39 to 43. Monday, patchy morning fog, otherwise warmer with rain and drizzle possible. A high temperature on Monday of 57. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mt.Vernon, Illinois.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
You'll notice right away that Second Chance Auto doesn't depend on fancy sales gimmicks. Instead, you'll only find honest deals with no credit checks and instant approval. Take your income tax rebate and use it on the great quality used vehicle you really want. Cars, trucks, minivans, along with small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Family owned for over 32 years, serving the families in our region. Located on Route 142 East in Mt.Vernon. Call 244-4582.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mt.Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals.
Pekin Insurance.
Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank. Being locally owned, we know the importance of having a free checking account that you can depend on. The account only takes $100 to open, and there is no minimum balance requirement. People's National Bank offers big bank services with small hometown feel. Stop by any People's National Bank branch and ask about the benefits of the People's National Bank free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
This is Rams basketball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back inside the CHS Arena. The Rams fall on the road here tonight to the Centralia Orphans. Your final score, 49-36. The Rams drop to 11-9 on the year. They are 3-3 now in the South 7 Conference. 3-0 at home, 0-3 on the road in conference games. While the Orphans improved to 4-2 in the South 7 race. They are 15-5. Overall, 49-36 your final score. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski and Jeff Crow. Back to the studio is Holly Carroll. We have your Heartland Accounting postgame stats coming up. We will also get you a Tony Wilt scoreboard update. One final one tonight. Before we sign off, we will also have your Inlake College player of the game. 49-36 your final as the Rams fall here tonight to Orphans. We'll take a break, come back, get you caught up on those Heartland Accounting postgame stats. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
We're all pressed for time. Work keeps piling up on your desk, the kids have practice, and you have to find time for dinner. Hi, Roy Schmidt Ford dealer at Ford Square and Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center in Mt.Vernon. With all the miles you put on your vehicle, it's easy to forget about servicing your vehicle. Allow me to introduce two websites to make your service experience even easier. At FordSquare.com and KingCityChrysler.com, you can schedule your service appointment online. You tell us what you need, and we will make it happen. Or, if you're really on the go, try our new Express Lube at King City Chrysler with no appointment necessary. It's that simple. Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, and King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway of Mt.Vernon. Find us online or on Facebook.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
startup businesses and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the CHS Arena for your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jeff Crow is here as well. Holly Carroll back at our Mt.Vernon studio. Final here tonight as the Orphans beat the Rams 49-36. I suppose we will find out how with our Heartland Accounting postgame stats.
The Rams rate of 26 from two-point range, 31%, 5 of 14 from the arc for 36%. Mt.Vernon only 13 of 40 from the field for 33%. The Orphans were 15 of 24 from two-point range for 63%, 3 of 6 from the arc for 50. They go 18 of 30 from the field in the game for 60%. Rebound, I should say free throw shooting, not very good by either team. They both go 50%. Mt.Vernon 5 of 10, Centralia 9 of 18. Rebounding went to the Orphans 23-22, and turnover Centralia with 13, Mt.Vernon with 10. The Orphans had 7 players score in the game. Chase Alcorn led the way with 14. Sherrod Simmons-Young had 9. Jake Wood had 8. Ryan Obermeyer 7. DeAndre Cunningham 6. De'Aaron Owens 3. And C.J. Berry had 1. For the Mt.Vernon Rams, who had 9 players score in the game here tonight, they were led in scoring tonight by Braden Fitzgerald with 8 points. Clayton Reeves off the bench with 6, followed by Trevor Flota with 6. Reeves had 7 to be exact. Travis Mitchell 5. Doug Gardner 3. Jaron Lydell, Michael Feeser, and Quayman Cantley with 2. And Shakari Hawkins 1 as the Rams lose tonight by a final score of 49-36.
Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. Your small business expert. Rams basketball course is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland as this Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show rolls on. We still owe you one last Tony Wilk scoreboard update and a Renly College player of the game. We'll take our final break, come back, get you all of that, and wrap it up here as the Orphans fall at the CHS Arena tonight. Or as the Rams fall to the Orphans at the CHS Arena tonight, 49-36. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy offers convenience and great service, all for the same cost. Our pharmacy staff is so helpful. They're always ready to answer any questions you may have. You'll never wait hours for your prescription. We'll get you in and out in just minutes. Or, for added convenience, use one of our 2 drive-through windows. For those folks who prefer to stay home, our delivery service will bring the medications to your front door or your workplace. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black to tell you more.
Home delivery does make us stand out from the crowd. Independents like the Medicine Shop offer home delivery. People find that so convenient, and not just seniors, but also busy professionals. Delivery to work or to their home once they get home in the evenings is just a service that sets us apart from our competition, absolutely.
It's so easy to transfer your prescriptions. All it takes is a phone call from you, and we'll take care of the rest. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy accepts Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many other 90-day plans. The Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mt.Vernon.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Renly College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Rams fall on the road tonight to the Orphans, 49-36. We owe you one final Tony Wilk scoreboard update, then a Renly College player of the game. Let's check in some of those scores from around the area tonight.
We do have some of those scores. Belleville East beat Edwardsville tonight 72-61. Cahokia just defeated Carbondale 89-60. Harrisburg wins tonight, 59-49 on the road. Woodlawn beat Carmi 66-40. It was, as we start rolling down, Heron beat Benton 73-47. Carterville and Pinckneyville are in overtime. At the end of three quarters, it was AJ 33, DuQuoin 32. Also going on, Sparta upset Nashville tonight on the road at the Assembly Hall, 60-50. At the end of three, Johnson City was leading Fairfield 42-34. Vandalia led Litchfield at the half, 29-16. Mattoon beat Mount Zion 61-43. Christopher over Alvarado 61-28. It was Odin over Sandoval 56-51. It is East St. Louis over Collinsville 76-60. Cesar Valera falls to Trico tonight 54-50. North Clay over Grayville 81-43. T-Town beat Paxton Buckley Lotus 66-27. And Carlisle beat Pana 74-54.
That's a loaded scoreboard update.
I'm everywhere.
Nice.
618-217, I got it all.
There we go. Tony Wilt's glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with Tony Wilt. I guess we have one more state to visit.
Yeah, player of the game, right? Oh, no. DuQuoin and AJ join Pinckneyville and Carterville in overtime.
Nice. So there you have that. We do owe you a Ren Lake College player of the game, and somebody who hasn't really gotten a lot of time this year but scored 7 points off the bench in the fourth quarter. And call it what you want, but Clayton Reeves had 7 points tonight.
Yep.
And for that, Clayton Reeves is our Ren Lake College player of the game. At Ren Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you. That's going to do it for us tonight. Rams fall to the Orphans 49-36 on the road here at the CHS Arena. We are back on the air tomorrow afternoon. Actually, tomorrow morning we have the Saturday Sports Show, AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Tomorrow afternoon, Lady Rams look for win number 18 on the year as they battle Mattoon at Shagnon Gym. We'll have that game for you right here on WMIX FM. We'll have video at WMIXSports.com. And then the Rams are back in action next Friday night against Althoff at home. We have some showcase sprinkled in there in between all of that. We have some more Lady Rams coming at you next week. It's a busy week next week here from WMIX Sports. 49-36 your final from Centralia. Rams fall to 11-9. Now 500, 3-3 in the South 7. For Danny Czerwinski, Jeff Crow, Holly Carroll, all of your WMIX Sports crew, on behalf of Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening to Mt.Vernon Rams basketball tonight. I'm Chris Hugo. So long from the Queen City.
Thank you for listening to Mt.Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX and watching worldwide on WMIXSports.com. Rams basketball has been brought to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mt.Vernon. Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Van Terra Bank. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mt.Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Your home for news, talk, and sports. We are the legendary WMIX. We're a pretty big